We love Dice Throne. We love the heroes, the gameplay, the feeling you get when you roll exactly what you need.
Why we win? Anything else? It's game over for us.
These are the stories we want everyone to experience, and our latest projects have brought in a lot of new fans. But it's not lost on us why most of you have been so faithful to this game. We love Dice Throne! Dice Throne hears you loud and clear.
Hey everybody, Manny Tremblay here, kicking off the 2025 update. I'm sitting next to my friend Casey here. Casey, why don't you tell people, why are you here?
Hi Manny, thanks. My name is Casey Sershon, and I'm here as the new CEO of Dice Throne. Nate actually reached out to me many months ago to ask if there was any support that anyone I could recommend to help support the Dice Throne team further. He's got another company to run and is busy with Nerd Ninjas, and Gavin, has his hands full with Roxley. So they had been on this search for a while, and eventually after some conversations, I was like, hey, how about me? And it seemed like everyone was excited about that. So here I am, and I'm looking forward to being part of this team. It's been a lot of fun so far.
All right, people want to know, Casey, what are we going to do? What are we doing? What are we making?
Yeah. Well, I think today we just want to share some things we're kicking around, some ideas, get everyone's feedback, address some things we're trying to fix going forward and make more smooth. So, I know the last couple campaigns, as much excitement as there were some little hiccups. So I think some of the stuff we've talked about, obviously timing is a huge one, making sure that we fulfill to backers before any retail product comes out. And one of the best ways we can control that is by focusing on original IP. So I think for the future here, our Kickstarters will be original IP. That way we have full control over the release timing and things like that. So that's a big part of it. So one of the things in leaning into heroes and being able to tell those heroes' stories, but also make for a better experience, not just within the lore, but from actually purchasing and selecting heroes that people want to play, has been considering going single hero. And I think that's it's a big idea. It changes things, but not in the way that people still can't get the heroes the way they know and love. Like, it's the same components, it's the same trays, it's the dials, it's the trifold boards, it's everything from a battle chest or a strong box.
I think one of the things that would the obvious question from our community would be, where am I going to store these individual heroes, Casey? And I think even there, we want to explore more options with that. Yeah, it's really cool. The idea of being able to offer heroes in an individual format is a crazy, awesome, ridiculous, way forward. And I think we are in this situation. I think we are definitely seeking feedback. I think it is a change of format. It's exciting. I think it's always kind of been at the heart of what Dice Throne is. The idea of you pick your hero.
We could also release a single hero or at an organized play event or at whatever cadence we want through the year, so people can get more heroes more frequently, I think. And And what we were kind of kicking around is, well, we have 2 ages per year. So we could launch 1 new hero at the beginning of each age, and then do our Kickstarter in October as well, along with whatever other new products we're considering, like additional missions, or maybe some completely new product, a new expansion, or a new standalone item, things like that. But that basically means we would launch 6 new heroes a year, right? If we were to go that path. 2 that become immediately available in the year, and then 4 that are backed on Kickstarter and fulfill partway through the next year.
Like, because we're currently under a pattern that, while it works, it kind of is this build up to a campaign itself. We launch that campaign, there's a ton of excitement, and then there's like a year wait until that product becomes available, and we produce more with another campaign. And I think the realization is that I think our core fan base wants more from us, and I think that is something we want to embrace, and I think it's part of this whole exploration process.
So yeah, I mean, an organized play has been amazing, and we want to continue to elevate and focus on our organized play. But I think, speaking of someone that knows a lot more about it than you and I do, and it's been a lot closer, is Jonathan, and I think he wanted to provide some updates.
Hey Dice Throne fans, I'm so excited to talk to you about Dice Throne Organized Play. Now, when we had our soft launch just a little over a year ago, we had 15 locations and 600 unique players playing those tournaments in just 4 months. But since our official launch in January, we're up to 150 locations with 1,700 unique players in just 3 months. That's incredible growth. Now, with each age, we've been releasing an alternate art set just like these here. So I'm excited to show you what the next age will bring. It's a little bit early, but let's give you a sneak peek. The Age of Devotion is going to end 2025 with a bang. I'm so excited for you to get your hands on it. Now, when we look to 2026 and beyond, I really want to make sure that it's Organized Play 2.0. So that means we're going to focus on a couple key elements. So first, we're going to make sure that our promos are a little bit better. We're also going to make sure that we offer prize support at individual tournaments. And we're going to try a couple different tournament formats to keep it exciting. I'm so excited about the momentum that Organized Play has right now. Back to you, Casey.
Something else we've been considering is, how do we offer for people that don't want to spend that much an opportunity to still participate in Dice Throne? And one of the things we've considered is what internally we've been calling Essentials. And Essentials is more of a traditional board game format. I mean, something that sets Dice Throne apart is the awesome storage and the setup. And that's something we want to continue to provide. We don't want to get away from that by any means. But value-wise, being able to offer 4 heroes for $30 or something around there, it would be a better value than anything we've offered to date. But then people that still want, the way they've seen it with the storage trays and all the dials and everything like that can still have a matching set with those single hero releases.
And I think this is all exciting to think about. To think about like games for like what is Dice Throne for a younger audience? What is Dice Throne but more broad or appealing?
Distilled.
I think, distilled. Or what is Dice Throne but more complex? Right. And that's a fascinating avenue to think about as well. And I think that there's a lot of stuff we can develop and design. I think there's a giant sandbox currently for Dice Throne. And I think that there's a lot of stuff. And I think our heart is always, we want to produce the best product we can. And I think within that realm, like if we were going to make a deck building game, right, it needs to be a Dice Thronian style. It needs to be a game that honors the roots of our brand and our IP and our game, yet can stand on its own. And I think that's really the important part, is these new products, these new ideas, the new concepts need to stand in isolation as their own game, but live in the family.
Yeah, and so in addition to, a lot of those adjacent physical products, I know everyone is probably incredibly curious about Dice Throne Digital. We talk about that all the time internally and what it means to make a digital edition of Dice Throne, and it's something I think we're all in agreement we want to see come to life. So at this point, it's just kind of working through. I mean, it's a huge commitment. It's a big endeavor. And just like the quality of the physical product, the expectation that the digital product meets those standards just requires a lot of us to explore. So I want to hear. I think we're all excited about it. I think we want to see it come to life. It's just getting that confidence and support from our community that, like, yes, this is something you want to see, and then making sure we can fit it in with everything else we're trying to do.
All the stuff we're talking about has been super exciting. And I think as we reflect over everything we have done over the years and everything we want to do in the coming years, I think the future of Dice Throne's pretty invigorating. It's pretty exciting to think about what we can do. And the fact that the community continues to grow makes it even more special as we explore.
That's the goal of all this. I'm really excited to be here. It's been a lot of fun so far. So I feel honored to be trusted with this. I feel privileged to have met so many people in the community, although intimidated too. I don't want to screw it up for everyone. So I'm listening. I hear you. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I'm looking forward to meeting more people, to getting out to more conventions, to more organized play events, and hopefully seeing everyone get really excited about what we have in store and the things we're coming out with in the future.